Mic check. All right. So in this video, you're gonna learn materials. All right. This is a little boring after the first couple times you're doing it, but it's pretty easy. So this is what you got to do. First, we're going to need a couple materials. So I'm going to go on the YouTube, the .coms and find 7-Eleven logo. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I'm going to right click on it and save it and hope that it works. It's a JPEG, so it looks good. I'm going to go to my images. I'm going to create a folder here. Right click, new folder, images. Alright, I'm going to double click this and I'm just going to save it as that. And now I need the stripes, so 7-Eleven stripes, images, let's get the stripes here, stripes right here. Here are the 7-Eleven images, stripes, right click, save image as, please be a WEB file. It doesn't work. So here's what you do if you have a well, no, I can't do that either, so I'll just keep trying. Try this. Right click, save image as, WEB file. We can't use that, so I'll see if I can use this. Save an image as PNG, that's fine. Desktop, images, stripes. Okay, what I want you to do, and then here, let's do this. Painted stone, seamless. Alright, and we'll steal this right here. Right click, save image as, it's a JPEG. I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it. Just call it stone. It might not work, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're going to click on the sign. I'm going to press 4. I'm going to quickly do this because I know you can change the speed of this and you can pause. So I'm going to press M to go into materials. I'm going to right click materials, Arnold, surface, standard surface, minimize by clicking that plus sign. Right click on the general specular right there. I'm going to change this since it's a sign. It's going to be slightly shiny, so point somewhere around there is fine. And now I'm going to click on this button right here. I'm going to double click bitmap lookup. I'm going to go to the desktop where my folder is, images, and I'm going to find 7-Eleven sign, and I'm going to drag it onto this scene right here. So now you can't see it. It's gone, so we need to fix it. It's called unwrap. So I'm going to click on the modifier list, press U, unwrap UVW, click open UV editor. Drag this over here so I can see it. Turn on the image first, check pattern, click map 2. And now I'm going to click this button right here. And now with this tool selected right here, the square with the plus sign in the middle, I'm going to move this. And you can scale it accordingly from the corners. I'm going to right click and convert to editable poly. So what I want you to do is the rest of this material. So I want this to look like one color and this to be another color. Maybe you can keep it silver. So again, to do that, just like the other videos, you're going to have to go down here, select these polygons. Okay, and I would press M for the material editor, and I would throw this color on here, and then you're going to have to throw this material on the back side again so people can see it from all angles. And now on this video, what I want you to do is put the stripes right here. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to create another material, right click materials, Arnold, surface, standard surface, minimize. Click right here. To turn off the shine, you right click on the general specular arrows. That will get rid of the shine. In this case, you want it. Double click bitmap lookup. I'm going to find the stripes. I'm going to click it on here. Probably have to adjust it again. Looks like we definitely have to adjust it. Right click on the modifier list, press UN for unwrap. Again, you can slow the speed at this and hit pause to catch up if you need to. That's why I'm talking fast, to save time. Click on map 5. I'm going to click this button right here that's called flatten custom, and now I'm going to use this tool right here, and I'm going to drag this up. See what it looks like. I can press F2 on the keyboard to toggle on and off. This section looks good right there, so I'm going to right click, convert to editable poly. Now what I want you to do is put stripes on this polygon, this polygon, this polygon, this polygon, and then I want, let's see if the stone works. I'm going to right click, hide unselected, so I'm only looking at the building that I want to add the stone to. Okay. Now I'm going to press M. I'm going to create the stone material. This material probably is not going to work because it looked when I clicked on it that it was very blurry. This I don't want any specular on. I'm going to click here, double click bitmap lookup, and I'm going to click the stone. It looks like it worked for some reason. Now I click over here, And now this is an instance where you're probably going to have to press F2. That looks horrible. So I'm going to click modifier list, press U for unwrap, press enter, click in open UV editor. And now I'm going to click the flatten custom button. And now it looks like it is huge. So I just click on this button right here, which is scale. I click in the middle of a red polygon and click and drag up. Probably want to zoom out with my mouse and do this a couple times until this stone looks a lot smaller. It looks like it needs rotated on this side. That's fine. I'm going to zoom out and just keep clicking and dragging until this looks good on one side, which I'm going to say it does look good here. And now I'm going to hold, press F2 so you can see. I'm going to click this, hold control, click this polygon, and click this polygon. And I'm going to flatten on custom again, click here. I'm going to zoom in on that. And then I'm going to click and drag up, and it looks like it fixed itself. So I want it to be, I'm going to press F2, turn toggle off, and I want this to line up about the same scale as that. So I would go over here and do the same thing. You would be graded on this for sure in the future. So turn F2 back on, click on this polygon, hold control, click this polygon, hold control, click this polygon, click flatten custom again, zoom in, press F2, turn toggle off, click and drag up. You want it to line up with this right here, and it looks like it probably is that way right now. So right click, convert to editable poly. So on this image here, unhide all, right click unhide all. I want the stripes going along the bottom, and then you can select a color material to put on the top. I want you to add materials to this dumpster. So what that looks like is this. Type this in. You can find a picture of a dumpster. Let's just do this together so you know how to do it. So I can find a picture of a dumpster like this. Right click, save image as. If it's not a WEB file, can't use it. Let's do this one. Right click, save image as. Can use that. So I'll just name this that. So save. Okay, now what I'm going to do is left click on this, right, and I need to convert this into, or ungroup this. And now I'm going to click on this object right here, press 4, and click on this polygon, F2 toggle on. M, I need to create this material, right click, materials, Arnold, surface, standard surface, right click on general specular, click here, find the image of the dumpster, drag it to this face, and this is where I have to do a little bit distorting. Obviously that looks like garbage. You don't have a picture of a dumpster on a dumpster as a dumpster. So now I have to click on the modifier, let's press UN, unwrap UVW, click there, go to open UV editor. Okay, so we're going to have to get crafty, turn on the image. Okay, we're going to switch into vertice mode, and I'm going to use the move tool. I'm going to click and drag a little selection box around the upper right hand corner of this. I'm going to drag it to the upper right hand corner of the dumpster. Same with this one, click and drag to the upper left. Same thing down here, lower left. Same thing over here, lower right. Okay, right click, convert to editable poly, and we'll do the top now. Click on this, and I'm going to click attach so I can do these together. Then now press 4, and I'll click on this image, this, actually all of it. Press Control A. We'll do it all at the same time. So I'll just drag this here. Alright, on the modifier list, type U, press enter. Open UV editor, and we'll do these one at a time. Turn on the image. I'm going to select all these images to move them out of the way so I can see. I'm going to click on this polygon right here, click unwrap. And now go to vertice. We're going to do the same thing with this section right here. So click and drag upper right hand corner, click and drag upper left hand corner, click and drag lower left hand, click and drag lower right hand. So it's a little distorted, but you can move these vertices to fix it. And a better image would help too. But what I'm going to do is go into polygon mode. I'm going to click that, edit, copy. Now I'm going to click on this face right here, the next side, and I'm going to go to edit, paste, and it's going to paste that position right there. So I right click, convert to editable poly. And then what I can do on these polygons right here is just choose a black material. to put on there. Whoops, M. I already have one, so I'll just click and drag it. Alright, and then the same thing for the side. Just use the same dumpster image and do the same exact thing that we just did. Alright, now what you're to do in the parking lot and on the sidewalk and on the fence. Look up these images here. These are the directions. So seamless wood fence. This material is going to go on the back fence. You want to find one that you can save. That's not a WEP file, a web file. So this right here, I would name it fence. You're to put that on all the fencing. You want to keep the word seamless in there. This is not going to work. Cement. This is going to be your sidewalk. What is the sidewalk? That is the section right here underneath the building. Now the parking lot. This might not work. This might work. This might work. This might work. So just find a material and put it on there. You could also find top view parking lot. This might work too. You obviously don't want one with shadows or a car. Actually, this looks like it's bringing up bad results. So this is probably the way to go, and you put it on there. All right, so everything has a material, long and short of it, and that's how